Hey there YouTube and all my subscriber family. This is Garrett with Houses on Wheels, and first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for helping me reach over 1,000 subscribers. And much so, and an additional thank you to DebraJoy for being kind and generous enough to mention me in a shout out in one of her videos on her way up to come meet me for dinner at Denny's. And second, as a thank you, I wasn't originally planning on doing this. While I did mention in the video that I'm going to be traveling down to most likely Oregon to view the solar eclipse. I was not originally planning to do this, but because of the fact that all of you have been kind enough to invest your time and interest in my channel, I thought, what better way to celebrate 1,000 subscribers than to do a live stream of the solar eclipse. And what I'm going to do may be slightly different than what most people might be doing for, because I imagine there's going to be a lot of people doing live broadcasts of the solar eclipse. I'm going to make an attempt to mount my phone onto a telescope and adjust the zoom in such a way to where the viewing quality and enjoyment would be rather beneficial. And like I say, I'm going to make the attempt. It really depends on where I'm at and whether or not I have service. But I thought I'd make that announcement that roughly around 10 o'clock a.m. I am planning on doing a live feed of the solar eclipse. So on top of that, I'm taking 3 cameras with me. I'm taking my camcorder. I'm taking my camcorder, which I am talking to you on right now. I'm taking my brand new Sony a6000, which I was going to record this video on, but I realized that I had almost a dead battery. But I did a slight test, and I do like the video quality on this. But I'm going to take that, and I also have, it's in my room, but I'm going to take another lesser expensive digital camera as well. And I have 3 different tripods, and not to mention I'm going to be using a cell phone, not this one, this is an old cell phone that I use DigiHUD, but I'm going to use my cell phone for the broadcast. So realistically, when I compile all that into a series of videos that is going to have to do with the overall travel and solar eclipse experience, there's going to be quite a few angles involved in that, so it should be pretty exciting. At least I'm excited about it. And to keep this introduction brief-ish, I promised you in my last video that I would include the conversation that I had with DebraJoy in her van after we got done eating at Denny's. So without any further ado, here is that conversation, the oh so fruitful and wonderful conversation that I had with a wonderful lady, DebraJoy.
I think it's going to be too dark in here, Garrett.
Oh, I might have to just change some white balance during editing.
But
no, it's fine.
What I'd like to do
wow, this is really nice.
Take this. Do you need a light?
Nope. I think I'm actually okay.
I can use my lights now.
I don't think anyone's seen a full body shot of you.
Oh boy. You're in for a treat.
It's a good thing you're in good shape.
I would like to take this wall out. Mm-hmm. My son had it out before. And then I would like to extend the bed out. That
would actually be very convenient.
Then I wouldn't have to do this cross thing. Mm-hmm. I would have a bench over here. Well, this is my nightstand. It's got, you know. And this is my storage back here, which could be a little neater. But I don't want to lose my closet. See, I have a closet. And I don't want to lose that. But this could go away.
You know what? Yeah, what you could actually end up doing is opening up. Well, the only real challenge with doing that is I think this whole portion right here helps keep in some of the heat during the wintertime.
Well,
but if that's not a huge concern, then
I've decided that probably in the winter, because of the wussy that I am, I'm going to have to find a place where I can have shore power.
right.
And if I do that, then I have a little ceramic heater that I can plug in when I need to, like when it's really cold, like first thing in the morning. But, so I don't really care about that.
Where is Hazel?
I left her so she wouldn't take your arm off. No, she's at my son's.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that is a project that I'd like to do. And my son had this wall out when he made these white cabinets for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not like a support wall.
Gotcha.
This is the support up here. That's the
Okay.
support. So I can take that wall out, extend my bed, not to have this thing, which impedes me from using this space. And then I want to take the kitchen out. It's so nice to have company.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I haven't had company since Caravan Carolyn.
Okay.
Yeah, at the RTR. I have a guest.
And it's not often you get to have a male guest in here.
Oh, never. Except for my son when he was working on it.
Yeah.
But then I want to take the kitchen part out. I know everybody says, ooh, resale. I would rather have like a place to put my hamper for my dirty clothes and a little stool and like a little desk thing.
You know, that would actually, considering you don't use the kitchen to cook, and we all know, because you have like 9,000 people who
send
listen
me
to your
gift cards.
stories and send you gift cards, and
Do you know,
bless their hearts.
I got a $50 gift card for Taco Bell. Can you believe that?
Way with Taco Bell.
Fed me for a long time.
No, I don't eat Taco Bell because my stomach tells me no. And plus, you want to know the main reason why I actually went to a completely plant-based diet?
Because you were too fat.
I was getting a little chubby. But, okay. Yeah,
well, that's what you told me. I didn't think so. I did not think so.
Actually, my chiropractor was telling me that part of the reason why he had difficulty adjusting me at times was because I have a lot of built-up inflammation because of eating too much meat and stuff, because I eat a lot of meat.
I don't eat much meat at all.
But, so I decided, you know what, a lot of people are talking about, well, I don't know about a lot of people, but there's a lot of research out there that talks about how a plant-based diet reduces a lot of inflammation.
Well, you know what? When I first came here 2 years ago to stay with my older son, I started cooking paleo. And in 2 weeks, I dropped 12 pounds. And I wasn't even trying.
I didn't try either.
It's crazy.
I lost 16 pounds in 2 weeks. And I'm not trying to compete. I'm just like,
no, I get you.
I get it.
I'm a lot smaller. I didn't mean to lose that much.
Yeah, you're already tiny.
No. That 12 pounds on my frame is a lot.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes.
And I can feel it. My pants can feel it.
I'm telling you, if I lose any more weight around my waist, I'm gonna have to get I need new pants.
Now he's bragging, y'all. Okay.
These things are, thanks. But no, these things are painted up pretty bad, and they've got some holes in them from all the chemicals I work with.
I like those pants. I was very proud to go into Denny's with you in those pants.
Carpenter pants are great, especially when they're used as carpenter pants.
I used to get my friends old ones. I had a guy that was little, and I would get his broken in used ones. I loved them.
You want to know what's so interesting is the big thing now. I don't know. I shouldn't say now, but a couple of months ago, there were companies, like clothing line companies, that were selling dirtied up, like dirted up jeans for like $200, and they're specifically made to look like a worker man and his a worker man's jeans or worker woman's jeans, just to be PC, paperclip, because we don't use staples here.
Yeah, no staple. Only paper.
No, but really, I mean, that was an in thing for dirtied up jeans, and I don't know if the whole idea behind it was to make it look like a worker man, or if that was just to be a style.
Maybe it was for people who wanted their parents to think they were.
But we got to take that out of this video, because we can't let them know that we're onto them.
No. There's a whole thing out there for used clothing items, and we can't go into that. But yeah,
Maybe I should stop throwing away my old pants.
Well, I don't think it's your pants. Okay, cut. Hey, I painted the pan in my floor. What do you think?
That is actually, I think people need to see this, because that is a
I think
vast
my people
improvement.
have seen it. Well, we can move the pink rug.
That is
There
a
we go.
vast improvement from the
White.
white.
I like the white, but I never could make it look clean.
Well, and that's another thing that we could easily talk about, because as you know, I work for a kitchen remodeling company.
I know. I wish I had a kitchen for you to remodel.
Well, technically you do right now until you remove it.
Yeah.
But the biggest in trend right now is white cabinets.
I love them.
I know you do.
See,
I'm like this. I don't particularly like oak, but I do like stained wood.
If my friend, yes, I know you do. If my
Obviously.
friend had not been so sick with her chemo, then all of this would have been white.
Right.
He made this. He took what was here out, used it for a template, took it to his shop. He's a yacht builder.
Yeah.
He works for a yacht builder in Tacoma. And everything would have been white. But she was sick, and I was in a hurry to get to California. But I did get these cabinets done and this part done, and I love it. It just made it feel more... I could give you this, Garrett, if you really like it.
It does match my personality.
Would you put it in your van?
Yeah, it's like totally
to
my
walk
personality.
on, you would.
No, but I mean, I don't know why people like white door. Okay, I kind of get why people like white kitchens, because I mean it's a pristine, clean look.
It is,
The
and you
problem
can do anything with it.
You can.
You can decorate any way you want.
The problem is everything gets on it. It's almost impossible to keep a white kitchen clean if you cook.
No. What
At least if you
happens
cook like I
is
do.
you can see it, so you clean it.
Oh, that's what it
Whereas
is.
if you have dirty brown looking, you don't see it, it builds up, and it's nasty and greasy and dirty.
Whoa, wait a second, Deborah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
trying to tell me
Just
that
my
when you
opinion.
see something dirty, you're supposed to clean it.
I'm hinting at that, Garrett, okay? No judgment here, but I think so. Really, I think you are.
Okay.
When you see something dirty,
You know what?
write it down.
I'm not even making a mental note. I'm like writing this
he's
down.
got to write it down, you
I'm
guys.
writing this down. Okay,
He didn't
so
know dirty things should get cleaned. I'm telling you, he opened his
even better.
van door, and it's quite the treat to see him there.
Hey, it's a construction in progress. Okay?
That's what he's
my only
saying, and
defense.
he's sticking to it.
That is my only defense.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay,
It's the
so
only one you got.
dirty things.
Long fingernails, you guys. I had to find out why that was. He strums the guitar with those fingernails. I get it now. I thought I needed to polish them before, but I guess not.
No, I only do a manicure like once a year.
Oh,
Maybe
good for
twice a
you.
year. Maybe twice a year. So yeah, I actually did write it.
Oh my gosh. Well, here's my thing, y'all. I've had a wonderful time talking to Garrett. We
It's
were
been a
in
good
Denny's so long, I think they wanted us to buy the booth. But,
Which means I'd have to refinish it.
exactly, because it was nasty. But he is at some point going to finish his van. He's a very busy guy.
At
And he
some point.
volunteers a lot.
Okay, we don't need to
And
ruin my
helps
reputation.
helps out his friends. And if he wasn't so extremely busy, I would extend my visit, and this would be gone, and there'd be a bigger bed.
You know, we could always plan for that at some point when you're back in Washington.
Well, you know what? That's going to be quite a while. But Jamie is having that thing in Lake Havasu, that build out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I think I'm going to go to get that done.
Oh, okay.
I'll just trade some stuff.
Right.
I'll paint, stain, cook. Well, maybe not cook. Clean up, run to Home Depot, whatever. And then maybe I can get somebody to do what I need to do in here. Now, people have said to me, don't take this stuff out. It'll kill your resale value.
Yeah, but it's not about resale value, is it?
Right. It's about what I actually use my van for.
Right.
And I don't cook. I don't refrigerate. I don't do anything. So I might as well use the space for what I want it for.
You know, when I called you yesterday, and you were telling me that you were just lying back, you know, at your son's house, reading a book in your
Yeah,
van.
I was right here.
I'm now picturing it with your little windows here, because I have a couple of windows, but I mean, come on, they're construction van windows.
I love my windows.
But that's got to be quite a trip.
It
and then
is.
with your
my solar,
fantastic fan,
my
yeah.
fantastic fan. I can run my lights. I can charge all my stuff.
and these are LED, I'm assuming.
I changed one. See, this one is not.
That's clearly iridescent. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were so expensive. And then in that, I also changed just one. Because to tell you the truth, the only thing I do in here at night is read or watch stuff on Hulu or Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So I don't use a lot of lights, but it really makes it nice in here not to have to read with just your tablet backlit.
Right.
It makes it so nice, and I'm so... Oh, are we talking? I'm so appreciative of Jay, and I'm going to give him a little plug. Is that okay?
By all means.
His channel name is A City Nomad, and he's redone a U-Haul boxcar thingy, and he did my solar for free, and he did an outstanding job, and I'm very, very grateful.
I'm assuming that you have the solar panels already.
I bought everything I needed off of Amazon. He told me exactly what to get.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, and then I threw it all in the back here.
In your storage.
Yeah, and then I took it over, and he lives in his box van, and so we went to his storage unit, and we did it right in the storage thing, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, in fact, I've at the storage unit I used to have, which I'm still paying
How
for
are you
because
doing on that?
everything that I need to be out of there is out of there. I could remove the rest if I wanted to. That's the position I'm in. The reason why I still have things in there is because my brother had to, that I spoke about earlier, he actually had to move out of his apartment because of health issues and stuff like that, which I kind of alluded to a little bit. Oh, thanks. I sweat like
You're sweating all over my van.
I am. I'm terrible. I'm a working
Well, I'm
man.
worried about you being hot. Look, we can fix that.
You have to.
I have to open it. It'll open.
You got the fancy one.
I don't have a remote. Now, we'll get a little air circulating in here.
Yeah.
I love my fantastic fan.
I can already feel the difference.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It's cool. You can just give me your used.
Oh, I'm going to hold on to this for a little bit.
Okay.
But, so I kind of talked about him a little bit in one of my videos a while back. And so anyway, he had some health issues, and his apartment complex was actually going to try to rip him off and increase his rent by $400 a month.
That's illegal.
By signing a lease. I told him that
is
against
illegal.
The law.
I did it for 17 years. That's illegal.
Yeah. But they were going to do it anyway. And he can't.
He could sue him.
He can't afford a lawyer.
Oh,
of course.
At the very least, he should go to the Housing and Urban Development.
Right.
And file a complaint.
And I told him about that. And he might have actually done that.
Because
I did mention that. However, and if he didn't sign a lease, they were going to charge him like $2,350 a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's over twice his rent.
They are beyond being shysters.
Yeah.
They really are. That should not be allowed.
The interesting thing is, I actually used to live in that apartment complex a number of years ago in that exact same apartment, no less, which was
my gosh, that's
coincidental,
freaky.
right?
Yeah.
So,
something.
So anyway, I was helping him move in at the time, and my mom was like, so Chris, are you going to give your brother the grand tour? And he's just like, why? He used to live here.
He should be giving me the tour.
Right. But so anyway, back to before that little tangent there.
We don't know what we were talking about.
Actually, I do remember.
You do?
I'm holding onto that storage unit. I don't mind paying for
yeah,
whatever because my brother's using it.
Oh.
It actually looks just as full as when I first started to reduce everything.
Oh, you guys, are you buying the story? Really now? I'm kind of not.
Pictures. I've got pictures.
I'm sure you have pictures of his stuff.
I actually have pictures of the progress on my phone, which I left in my van.
Okay.
Conveniently enough.
Yeah.
No, I did promise an update of my storage adventure, and I will fulfill that promise. I do want to be a man of my word and keep it that way.
You just don't know when your word's going to be.
I really should just do it.
I know you should.
I really should just do it. Because
Absolutely.
people have told me that they found it inspiring, and what better reason than to inspire?
There you go. Your upper lips sweating. There you go.
It's because I don't have a beard anymore.
Because I make you nervous?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you got rid of that mountain man look.
My Grizzly Adams look.
Yeah, Grizzly Adams. That's exactly what I was going to say. Here, I have a lot of tissues. I bought them for 50 cents a box.
Oh, thank you. I'll pay you back later.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to send you a bill.
In fact, I'm just borrowing these. I'm going to give them back to you when I'm
Oh, no, you're not. I got news for you, buddy. Those go with you.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've got a garbage bag in there somewhere.
Aren't you glad I didn't bring Hazel?
I'm pretty sure that I would not have an arm.
Barking her head off. Jay also turned my seat back around for me. I had it facing this way.
So is that not one that rotates?
It won't swivel
Okay.
because my doghouse is too big.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's in the way. But I did have it turned around the other way, but I never sat there. Hazel did. And so I couldn't have a passenger.
Right.
When Caravan Carol and I were hanging out, if we went anywhere in my van very far, she had to sit back here because I do have seatbelts here. So that wasn't conducive to a good conversation.
Yeah, since my van never came with a passenger seat, I've not had.
You're going to have to get one. But it's a good excuse not to have anybody come with you.
Well, since because of my brother's condition, I've been carpooling with him because, as you know, I hired him at my job.
Yeah.
So
You could hire me.
I could.
You
I
could.
could actually.
I could actually paint.
Well,
I don't know about the sprayer thing.
That's how we paint.
I might get out of control with it.
I think if you're sensitive to chemicals,
Can't
and
we
you
just?
can't.
I'm not sensitive to anything. Can't we just put your van in your paint thing and
Oh, the compressor.
the stall? Is it big enough to
The
put
stall-
your tank in? I mean your van.
The stall is big enough. There's too much equipment around.
Oh,
to
too
be able to-
bad. That'd be fun.
It would be. Although
you could do
I'm
your
pretty sure
van in there.
I'm pretty sure the owner would have a fit.
Well, a fit or fire you,
Yeah.
or both.
Yeah, and then
That
I'd
would
have
be
an
good.
excuse to make more videos because I wouldn't be working.
Yeah,
Or
but you'd be
doing-
living in there. It'd be hard to work on it.
Yeah.
It's harder to work on them when you have to live in.
Although I will say it is a little bit more convenient now that all the lower cabinets are done. Although I still have to do my little dry bath, and I've almost got one upper cabinet built, and I have not done any videoing of that because it's pretty much the same process as I've shown you.
I'm not watching any more of your videos until you say the big tour of my van, and then I want to
Good.
watch
That means you're not going to see any of the editing of this conversation.
Oh,
or
are
any
you
of
going to
that.
edit? That's not good.
Of course, I'm going to edit it down.
No. I'm wanting to edit.
This
I
is
don't
not
edit.
going to be a 2-hour video because your loud mouth
Have
won't
we?
shut up.
Oh! Oh my God, you're like a rock.
Oh.
You have a point. You have a point. I give you my permission
You know I love
to
you, Deborah.
edit away. Just edit away. Make it a 5-minute video. Going into Denny's coming out.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
all we're getting. No personable conversation at all.
Well,
because
sweetie,
neither
I
one
just
of us
want to
are
tell you,
personable.
I've had a wonderful
This has
time.
been a
And
blessing.
I'm so sorry that I missed you last year, but
It's-
I'm
I
so
get it.
glad.
I get it. You had the itch. You had the itch.
Well, I had something, but we won't say what it was. But I got out of here in quite the hurry. But I'm so glad. I mean, you're only, 40 minutes from me?
It was only 40 minutes. I am grateful that you were willing to drive 40 minutes just to see me. I was willing to drive halfway.
Hey, you know
I was
what?
actually willing to drive the whole way.
You worked all day. I did nothing. I played around with video editor.
Well,
On
that
YouTube.
is work of some
Yeah,
sort.
it did hurt my brain quite a bit. But I think I got a few things figured out.
Well, I think I've inhaled enough chemicals that most things can't hurt my brain anymore. Don't take that
Still,
literally,
it
YouTube.
is still working just fine.
I swap those things around.
Oh my gosh. Now, if we had Jay here, we would have a real
Oh,
party
man.
because he's
I'd have to bring out the new camera.
Yeah, he's a really neat guy too, and I think you guys would really hit it off.
I may have to contact him and say,
That'd
hey,
be awesome.
we should get together
Yeah,
and just have fun doing some photography,
yeah.
and go on a hike, take some pictures.
He would let his Great Dane. I could take a ride on that Great Dane.
Oh, I bet.
He
Oh, shoot, you only weigh like
is-
80 pounds something flat.
No, I
Okay.
wish. But he weighs 170.
Wow, that's
And
almost
his
as much
cat
as
weighs 20. You should have seen Hazel in there with the two of them. She did marvelous. I was so proud of her. But they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fur babies. They're so sweet. And Jay is wonderful. He is a good daddy to those babies. So you definitely should contact him. And you guys, he doesn't, well, Vancouver's kind of a ways from here.
Yeah, but on a weekend trip, that's something.
If you met halfway, it'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Right. And
You wouldn't force him to come all the way like you did me.
I might.
Well, he might not do it.
Well,
He's not as gullible as I. Oh, poor Jay.
oh man.
He's awesome though, and you know what? I
Also
do
from his house.
know, Jared, that if I were here in the area long enough, that you would help me with anything I needed, and I knew that you would.
You know, there was
You're
something.
just lucky that I got to Jay first.
There was something I was going to work on in your van. I think it had to do with your kitchen. I don't remember for the life of me what it was anymore. That was a
Me either.
conversation from like a year ago.
Oh, well, I definitely don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I can
And
barely
it may
remember.
it may have been 6 months ago.
Could be.
There was something about, I think it was actually about your sink or something about this piece of something that you had that,
Oh, the top.
Yeah.
The tiles that I
oh
made.
yeah, that you wanted to be able to have it without
That's an
moving.
Oceanside.
Yeah. Well,
It's too much weight. I just
get
don't
that.
have room for all
I get it.
that.
I get it. I mean, I just, so Jeep things. I mentioned him and his channel, Since my tripometer on my dash doesn't work, he recommended that pigeon hut or whatever. So I have an old cell phone that I have attached to my windshield that keeps track by GPS. It keeps track of my mileage.
Oh, that's funny.
And I found out, I fight traffic every day from work, from Woodinville through Bellevue traffic to get where I live. And even with that traffic, I don't mind the traffic. It's just an opportunity.
I don't mind it either.
But even despite there being traffic, I found out that my van with the traffic gets 14 miles per gallon.
That's pretty darn good.
And that big,
I must get more than I thought. I was gauging 12
I was
miles per
guessing
gallon.
about 11 myself. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But if
That
I
is
did
so funny.
a nonstop trip, like I'm going to drive down to Oregon to, hope that can get in Oregon, but the smoke from the Canada riders, who knows?
Oh, for the Eclipse.
Yeah, for the Eclipse.
All
So I'm hoping
right.
that I can get a clear shot there. But if I have to move further east, that's fine, because I took the time off. So, but I can only imagine if I have a straight shot, no traffic type of thing. I'm wondering if I can get 60 degrees.
I think you're wishing. I
You might be
really,
right.
I think you're
You might be
wishing.
right. You might be
Now,
right.
what's wrong with my gauges is my gas gauge doesn't work. So
Yeah.
I have to keep gas in it. I ran out twice each day. So stupid. Well, they brought me gas. I thought it was plenty. I didn't think I had to have any right away, and I ran out. That's why I have USAA roadside assistance.
Roadside assistance is
I would
always
never
necessary.
do without it. Never, never, never.
Even if you don't drive, roadside assistance is necessary. It's that good.
Yeah, you could use it for other people.
Yeah.
I've been with a friend before and had them come and fix something or
I think
whatever.
AAA. It doesn't matter what vehicle. It just matters
Right.
who the member is.
Yeah,
So,
it's whatever I want them to do.
Yep.
And they've done a lot. They have towed tanks 2 or 3 times, brought me gas twice, came and jumped my battery. I mean, I get my money's worth out of my roadside.
I have in the past. I think overall my insurance, because I get my roadside assistance through my insurance, but I think they've made their $25 last year. This year, I think I got the better deal.
I pay $3 a month, and I know I have used them way more than that, just for the tow.
Yeah. Well, mine ends up being, I think it might be close to $3 a month.
Yeah.
But granted,
I can't live without it. I
Oh, no.
just can't.
it's not worth the risk.
Oh, heck no.
Well,
Just fine.
it was a real blessing to be able to finally get together.
Thank you so much, and I was so glad that you give me a sweaty hug. Now you'll have to send me a copy of this,
Yeah.
and I'll have to do something to it and post it on my channel.
Well, I can send you all the raw files.
There
That
you go.
way, somehow you can.
Send me the stuff that you edit out.
That way, people can find out how non-genuine I really am.
Oh, stop it! But that way they won't be the same thing.
Right.
See, they'll
Yeah.
be different.
They would be different.
And then my people will watch yours, and your people will watch mine.
Right.
They'll be different.
And that way,
Just send me whatever. You know I don't care. Just make sure it works, though, because I can't
of course,
fix it.
you know, if I put your DebraJoy name on the title of my video, that might just boost my subscribers almost up to where you're at.
You never know.
I doubt it.
Jay got quite a few from
I bet
my
he did.
channel.
I
He
bet he
did.
did.
I sent him over there.
But it did.
If it's a good channel, and I talked about it in the video I made today, where I was going, who I was going to see, so yeah, you'll be in that one.
Watch, I'll like open up my YouTube.
And you'll have 2 new subscribers.
I'll have 2 new subscribers.
My folks are, I feel, the best. They are the best.
You know, like
I have a community. I don't have a channel.
No.
I have a community.
I get that.
Yeah.
I have a family. That's
Yep.
my subscriber family. Like I mentioned.
Awesome.
And you know what, like I mentioned before while we were eating dinner in there, it's a humbling experience and it's a blessing all at the same time to know that there are people, whether it's 950 some or whether it's 9,000 and some.
Yeah.
Blows
your mind.
And they care enough. Actually, you know, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Like I haven't had too many people asking, but I've had people ask. I'm like,
they do. If I don't make a video for 2 days, people are like, where are you, DebraJoy? Are you okay? What's going on? And it really does touch your heart so much when people care. I know. I feel like I can walk on water. Really. I mean, oh my gosh.
I don't see myself as worthy enough to have such caring people.
I don't either, but I do, and I love it, and I'm very, very humbled by it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. There aren't words, really, to describe it, how it makes you feel. Especially when most of your family is dead and gone.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I know it was rather long, but I know that she and I had a lot of fun. And what a beautiful lady inside and out. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Take care. Love others as you love yourself. And I'll see you next time.